Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Taking it about the 36. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league, had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
That is caught at the 7. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and goal from the 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he fires one incomplete.
No good on the fake extra.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Put that thing up where you burn them. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Allen Robinson. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
12. Bears nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 1.
A big play there. 96 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
7 yards the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 33. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Check. Lucky. King.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And it's caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Bears 10.
No, not today.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime, and what's been... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Bears 10.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A 41.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we are grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
first and goal.
It's a pickup of 17 there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Rosas good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The gun. They'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. So the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Five yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Allen Robinson.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
So he needed one. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. That's complete to Mooney. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Good for a Chicago.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. The quick slant caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
The onside kick recovered by the Browns.
Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our player spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger.
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football with nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
1st and 10.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A throw left side taken in by Komet. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the Browns were able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
49. Bears.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete right side to Kmet. Not much there, only a yard.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back to throw now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Back to throw again. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
36-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.